Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We're the Garso Twins. I'm Britta.
And I'm Carli.
If you're new here, we would love it if you would subscribe down below and give this video a thumbs up. And today we're going to be doing our July favorites. We're a little behind, but we have so many favorites, so we wanted to definitely do this video for you. Okay, so first up, I have two body care products to talk about. The first one being the Bioderma. Oh, you didn't get this?
No, I need to.
The Bioderma Atoderm. It is, what is this called? Shower oil.
Yeah.
Ultra nourishing anti-irritation shower oil. I got the liter, or 33.8 fluid ounces from Amazon. I think it's $20 for this much. There was a smaller bottle available, but this was the better deal, and I really had high hopes for this. I believe Dev's Day on Instagram spoke about this, and she said she's been using the shower oil for years, and the thing that she said stood out to her most about a shower oil is that it doesn't get stuck in your razor, so you don't have to replace your razor as often. It just makes for like a more clean shave. And so we had been using the EOS, how do you say that? EOS?
ESOS, right? Is that
the evolution of smooth?
Yeah, or EOS, yeah.
They have like a really good unscented thick shaving cream that's not in a can. It comes in a little squeezy tube, but like I said, it's super thick. So I did find that I had to replace my razor so often because it gets stuck in there and it dulls it pretty quickly. So I was like, oh, that's perfect. Like, this sounds like the best of both worlds. My razor will last longer. I'll get a more clean shave. And I have been loving this. It feels so nice on the skin. I've never used a shower oil before, but it's so interesting. Like, if you were to use a normal oil, like squalane or something, I feel like it would kind of stick on your skin, whereas this does wash off, like a true like body wash shaving cream hybrid. But it leaves your skin really moisturized, really smooth. I've been such a fan of this. It does have a scent to it. I do wish it was unscented. I will say that. The scent is nice, but it is a bit overpowering in my opinion. I wish they had an unscented version. Maybe they will eventually. But because you're washing it off, I'm not as worried about the fragrance in it. That's just like a personal preference. But it's really amazing. Like I said, it's so cheap. Bioderma is their French brand, right? And yeah, French skincare is just really good. Like La Roche-Posay is so good. So I trust this brand overall. Oh, it does say it only lasts 6 months.
We love the Bioderma micellar water.
Yeah, exactly. It's paraben free, hypoallergenic. It's soap free, which is really important to use. That's what dermatologists recommend. You don't use soap. So I really love this. Highly recommend it if you're, and like I said, $20, and this will last you such a long time. I feel like it's just a better value too than most of the shaving creams you can buy at like Target. Okay, and the other body care product that I have to talk about is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Body Gel Cream. This is the fragrance-free version for sensitive and dry skin. Dr. Dre speaks so highly of this, and usually I like love her recommendations, and I was looking for a new body moisturizer. There have been plenty that I enjoy, but I thought something for summer. I wanted something light but still moisturizing, and this is it. So it's a gel cream, like it says. It comes out like a pretty thin consistency. It has hyaluronic acid, so you want to apply this to wet or damp skin to really get the benefits of the hyaluronic acid. But I feel like this quenches my skin so well. My skin feels like moisturized and smooth all day long. A lot of times with other body moisturizers, by the end of the day, my skin will get itchy because I just have such dry skin. And this keeps me hydrated. I think it was $8 for 16 ounces, which is such a good deal. Let me see what else it says. Maintain skin moisture balance by continuously releasing hydration. It's oil-free, fragrance-free, dye-free, and no drying alcohol, suitable for sensitive skin. There aren't that many ingredients, honestly. I'm so impressed with this. I feel like I will continue to buy it. Hopefully it's moisturizing enough to continue to use in the winter. But I think this is amazing. I know she's been talking about the Hydro Boost line. She recommends through and through the fragrance-free stuff. And I've used some of their stuff before, but never religiously. And I want to try some more things. If you have recommendations in the Hydro Boost line, leave them down below because I am a fan of this. Okay, next up, I talked about this in our last week's weekly favorites. No, 2 weeks ago when you're seeing this. But this is Crave the Beach Shield. It's my new favorite sunscreen. I'm so obsessed. It's just the most beautiful texture. It's so thin. It's kind of like a yellow, light pale yellow color. It leaves 0 white cast. So I truly feel like this would work for every skin tone. Like if you have deeper skin tones and you find that the white cast makes you look ashy, I think this would be perfect for you. I explained in the weekly favorites, and I won't get super into it, but Leah Yu, the creator of Crave Beauty, she explained that because the chemical blockers that she uses in this SPF aren't FDA approved, that that basically she can't market it as a sunscreen in the US, so she calls it the Beach Shield Antioxidant Day Fluid, but the exact same formula sells in Korea as an SPF 50, so that's basically what it is, and it has a lot of antioxidants in it as well, like beetroot, allantoin, vitamin C, resveratrol, and EGCG, which is amazing. I just love this. I don't think I'm ever going to use another sunscreen. It doesn't make me break out. It leaves a really beautiful sheen on your face, but not too greasy, where like if you have oily skin, it's a concern. I'm just so obsessed. I love it so much. Crave Beauty can do no wrong in my book. We can't wait for their moisturizer. Okay, so I spoke about these in, these will be in a weekly favorites, but they also made the monthly favorites. They're the Technologist Face and Body Drops. I have the shade Dark. These are super easy to use. You just mix them in with your body moisturizer. So for me, I get out of the shower, I kind of pat my skin off, but usually I leave my skin pretty damp to apply my body moisturizer. So I do 1 pump of lotion, 2 drops of these, and do like 1 leg, and then move on to my other leg, torso, chest, arms. So I think I use 2, 4, 6, 8, like about 10 drops total every time I use these, and I think it's a really good subtle tan. In the summer, I just like to have some sort of tan on my body, and these are really good, and I don't like to use self-tan or like the mousse every day. I feel like that's excessive, and then it builds up, so I'll use that like once a week, once every 2 weeks, and use these in between to maintain some color. The scent, they have a self-tanner scent, but it's not that bad. Like I can use these in the morning and still wear my clothes and like be normal, go throughout my day, and I don't feel like I'm repulsive in the scent. I just really enjoy them. You can get them at Target. They're only $20, cheaper than other tanning drops. I can't wait to see and try other things from this brand. I know they have a mousse, and I just want to see what else they come out with because I'm very impressed. Okay, next up is a fragrance favorite, which we love this.
It's so good. I forgot to bring mine out here, but that's okay.
So little backstory, one of our best friends works in a spa back in our hometown in Wisconsin, and this brand is very popular back there, I'd say, because it was started in Indiana, so the Midwest. Sells it in a lot of like little stores and spas, but we had never heard of it until she had brought it to our attention. And it's the Ombre Blends is the brand, and it's the Anew Essence Natural Fragrance 10 milliliter. So it's this little roller ball, and it's a natural fragrance, so I believe it's free of like alcohols and I think it's just like essential oils, right?
I don't know, because it smells like a real fragrance.
Yeah, there might be some fragrance in it, but either way, we never really react to fragrance, but we haven't had any like reaction to it, and you don't really smell alcohol, so it's very nice and light, and it's so hard to describe.
It is.
We can try. It smells like you got out of the shower and you use like a really clean body wash.
I would say it's a unisex scent.
Me too. And
it's
then
a little bit masculine.
And then you like stepped into a meadow kind of, where there's like water running.
Yeah, it's not that floral scented. No, it's more so clean, crisp, fresh, but not laundry fresh.
Maybe a little bit of like sandalwood.
Yeah, maybe a little sandalwood.
A little musky, definitely musky.
It's so good.
It's amazing, and our entire friend group, because she kind of got us all attached to this, wears it, and I feel like it smells a little different on everyone, just like how fragrance reacts to your body chemistry. But it's truly incredible, and it's so hard to describe. And because it's not like a popular brand, you can't like go into Sephora and check it out, but maybe on their website we'll see if they have like a little tester or like a little sample pack you can buy, because you could try that and see if you like it. But really, I don't know of anyone that wouldn't like this scent.
Yeah.
We love it, so definitely a favorite of the month, that's for sure.
Okay, next up is a contour stick. I know I included this in a weekly favorites, but I've been using it all month. I'm wearing it again today. It's the Catrice Triangle Artist Contour Stick. They only have one shade. It's 010 Warm Brown, and I love this. It's so creamy. So the triangle shape I feel like is cool, but it's not necessary in my opinion. I do put this directly on my face, and then I use my Real Techniques I forget what I put that in the same weekly favorites, but that brush to blend it out. So I don't think the triangle shape is really necessary because you are blending it out. Like no one would just leave a triangle shape on their face. But I do appreciate that it was innovative, you know. And the color, in my opinion, is a really good warm neutral brown. It's not too cool toned. It's not too warm. I feel like it will flatter a lot of skin tones. It's so easy to apply. It blends out effortlessly. When I'm not wearing like any foundation, I feel like this still looks really natural. With a lot of contour products, I feel like it can still look very harsh, too cool toned. With this, I almost use it as a cream bronzer. Honestly, I don't really contour with it, and so if I'm not wearing like any makeup, I can really sheer it out, but I can build it up if I'm wearing more. Like today, I put a little bit of my Bare Minerals Invisible Bronzer on top of it just to deepen it up slightly, but I could wear it on its own. I think it's so beautiful. I love the formula. It's only like $9. It's such a good find. Okay, we're making our way through these favorites.
Yeah, we have so many.
Next up is this little eyeshadow stack from Kaja, and I've wanted these forever because Sam Ravindell raves about them, but up until now they only had shimmer trio, so they were 3, how they describe is kind of like a bouncy shimmer shade, and they sounded lovely, but I'm just more of a matte eyeshadow person, and I was like, I feel like I just wouldn't use all 3 and then it would be a waste. But then they launched combo stacks, so they're like 2 mattes and a shimmer, and I'm like, that is perfect. So I got the one in Chocolate Dahlia, and this thing is my new favorite, my new best friend.
The packaging's so cute.
It's so cute. It's not really color matched, but I think it's just like a color story situation.
I love this color story.
Me too. But yeah, so I picked up this one, and I'll show you all the shades. So the top shade,
Well, you should swatch them too. Like,
yeah,
we'll insert swatches.
is this beautiful shimmering champagne, and yeah, we'll insert swatches because if I do it now, you won't be able to see. But this is more of like a glitter top coat, but it's not glitter that falls everywhere. Like, I have placed it just gently over the matte shades. I've just worn it on its own. It's so pretty. I normally don't like glitter, but just the tone of this and just the size of the particles is really beautiful in my opinion. I really love it. It's definitely the least worn shade I've worn so far, but still, I will wear it. The middle shade is by far my favorite. It is just the most perfect neutral brown. Again, we can swatch this. It is so perfect. I don't even know how to describe it. It's neutral where it leans a little cool. It's very similar to Matte Kid if you're a fan of that shadow. I have that shadow as well, and I love it. It's a similar tone. It's just the perfect brown in my opinion. And these mattes, they don't say this on the website, but there has to be mica in them because they have a tinge of sheen to them. And I at first was like, oh, does my brush have highlighter on it, or does it have like some shimmer on it? And then I realized that there really is just a little bit of a sheen.
But I like that.
No, I love it. I feel like it adds dimension. It makes it easier to blend out. I love throwing matte shades just all over my lid. I did that today, and then I put another shadow on top. And it makes your lids look so beautiful and like airbrush. I love that little addition of sheen to them. And then the last shade is a deep neutral brown. Again, it's not warm, and I love that. It's so hard to find neutral to cool tone browns that really complement my skin tone. And this isn't too deep, but my favorite way to wear it is like close to the lash line, or I've deepened up my crease with it. I just love this little trio because I feel like, I mean, I've already gone on one trip where all I brought was this, and especially for like weekend trips, like this is so easy to carry around, and I'm just a low maintenance eyeshadow person anyway, so this is perfect for me, and I'm definitely going to be buying more because I feel like the quality is just beautiful for how affordable they are. So I love these, love them. I won't be here too long with this product because we just did a whole video on them, but the Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur blushes are so good, and this is the shade Blurred Buff. I'm wearing it today. We have swatches, like I said, in another video or full-on review. This shade is so beautiful. It's like the perfect nudie rose shade.
It's our favorite shade.
It's so beautiful. Like I said, I'm wearing it today. You just stipple it right on. It blends out flawlessly. It blends out in seconds. It stays put all day. I love this formula. It's so innovative. Thank you, Bare Minerals, for this. Okay, my last two are both lip products, so I'll just talk about them kind of simultaneously. Number one, I'm so late to the game. I have never owned a MAC lip liner. Have you?
And Jacqueline was just talking about this one in her newest video.
Oh, I didn't watch her video. Was she? Okay. Well,
but no, I haven't. I don't know why.
Yeah, we're crazy because
we used to love their lipsticks.
Yeah, and we love lip liner.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to pick up a MAC lip liner. Like, what am I doing with my life? And Alana Davison, you know we love her. She used Strip Down in one of her recent videos, and I I always love her lip recommendations, and I love how she picks like a kind of brownie nude tone and then just throws a color on top, and that's what she did with this. So I went and picked it up, of course, right away, and it might be my new favorite lip liner. The formula I don't like as much as the Laura Mercier. I think that
That's a hard match, though.
I know. They're a bit creamier than Laura Mercier. They're still pretty waxy, which I like. But the Laura Mercier just go on almost like diffuse, like you don't have to do anything. With this formula, it is easier to color in my whole lip, which I have been doing like every single day and I love. But if I just do a line, I have to use my finger and kind of blend the edges so it doesn't look so harsh, which isn't a big deal. I still think it's a great formula. And I just love the color. The color goes with so many lipsticks. This other lip product, the M Cosmetics Morning Mocha, it goes really well with that. It goes really well with some other nude lipsticks. We're actually filming a nude lipsticks video. So basically all the nude lipsticks I wear, which are more brown tone, it pairs perfectly with, and I'm just so obsessed. I'm going to have to stop myself from buying more because they do have perfect colors.
Yeah, they have so many.
MAC does shades really well for lip liners in my opinion. And my second lip product is the M Cosmetics Infinite Lip Cloud in Morning Mocha. We also did a whole video on these. I work for M Cosmetics and we released 4 new shades in the Infinite Lip Cloud formula. Morning Mocha is my favorite. It's a caramel nude. Britta's wearing it right now.
It's the best.
It has a little pink to it. It's very complimentary, I think, for a lot of skin tones. It's my type of nude where it has like a lot of brown, but some pink. It just looks really natural and pretty on the lips. I love the formula. I won't get into detail because we go into detail in that video, but so good, and this shade is just beautiful.
Okay, another lipstick favorite is the Ulta Beauty Sheer Lipstick in the shade Trailblazer. Again, I recently placed an Ulta order and I was just looking at the new arrivals, and I love a good sheer lipstick. I feel like a true sheer lipstick that, okay, tell me if you have this problem. Sometimes when I wear a sheer lipstick, I feel like it can be too sheer, so it's not enough pigment to show up, and also it kind of moves around a little, you know, like it can get outside of your lip line, so you really have to wear a lip liner with it. Like, they're just a bit hard to work with. And like Carli said, we are filming a new lipsticks video, and I do have one that's a bit sheer in that video that I like, but aside from that one, I just had a hard time finding a good lipstick that if I wasn't wearing a lot of makeup, I could just throw on just to add a little bit of color to my lips, until I found this. And the reviews, most of the reviews were for this specific shade, because I will say the shades that they offered were a little strange. Like, this was the only real nude, and I love this. I think it's such, I mean, I'll insert a swatch, but it's such a pretty color. It's like a peachy nude. So when you put it on your lips, like I said, it just adds a little bit of warmth to the lips and a little bit of pigment without looking overdone. Because for me personally, like if I'm just running to the store and I'll put on maybe like some concealer, a little mascara, maybe some cream bronzer, maybe a little cream highlighter, just something to look a little more awake. I usually will just wear lip balm, but sometimes you just want to look a little more put together. I feel like lipstick is a really easy way to do that, but you can't wear like a super opaque bold lipstick because that'll just, it'll look weird. So I wanted something that I could throw on, and I feel like this is the perfect solution. This Ulta Beauty brand is super affordable. I hope they extend the range because, I mean, okay, the colors that are on the web, I ordered online, so they could look better in person. I was just going off of how they were described, and I just couldn't really imagine them as sheer lipstick colors aside from this nude. But highly recommend this if you, like me, are just looking for something that's super easy to throw on. Also in my Ulta Beauty order was this brush set from Eco Tools. I believe it was under $10, which is absolutely insane. I love Eco Tools. So Real Techniques has like my heart. Me too.
I feel like they make my favorite brushes, but Eco Tools is like coming up on them, in my opinion. I feel like they have really good affordable brushes, and so this set came with 3. Honestly, I haven't used this foundation brush. It's their large foundation brush. I feel like it'll be really good for face masks though.
I like paddle brushes though for foundation.
Really? I don't know, feel how soft it is.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's so soft that it'll be good for, like, I don't know, you know how some people apply primer with a brush like this? I'll use it, I'll get use out of it. But these 2 are the real stars of the show. Oh, and I do want to mention I bought this set because Raw Beauty Christy spoke so highly of this little guy. This is their highlight brush, and she would use it for bronzer, she used it for highlighter, for blush. It was like, that brush does so many things, I need it.
It's cute.
It's so cute. I wish they sold it on its own because you could use this for like setting the under eyes. I mean, it's worth it to just buy the whole set for this brush alone, but I use it for a highlighter and I love this. I was using the Luxie highlighter brush and I do really like that, but this one is even more tapered. So I feel like it gives you even a more intense highlight, but you can also sheer it out depending on which side you apply it with. Like if you dip it into the very top and then apply it like just right here, I feel like that's going to be a very intense highlight. But if you apply it to this side, it is, since it is so tapered, it can be a bit more diffuse, which I didn't really have that option with the Luxie one. So I've been loving this highlighter brush. And this is the angled powder brush. I use this for blush. It's so good. I use it for blush. It reminds me a lot of the Morphe one I have and love, but a bit more fluffy. So I feel like it diffuses the color, it blends out quicker than the Morphe one. The handles are so cute. I don't know, for the price, like, can you really go wrong? I feel like this is such a find, so I wanted to share it with you guys. I think they sell Eco Tools at Target too, but I got it at Ulta, so I'll link that down below. Alright, one more favorite. I have to mention my book favorite of the month. This is Waiting for Tom Hanks. If you're really into like rom-com type novels, this is super cute. It's about this girl that gets a job on a movie set. She's writing her own romantic comedy at the time, and so she feels very inspired and like always wanted to work in movies. She gets a job on a romantic comedy set as the director's assistant. There's like a bit of a love story involved. I don't want to give it away, but it's really, really, really cute. And the author is actually writing, I don't know if it's called a sequel because it's, I want to say spin-off, if that's the right term, but basically the best friend in this book gets her own book and like her own little love story. So I'm really excited for that. I really enjoyed the writing style, super quick read, very witty, fun. I really, really liked it. Thank you guys so much for getting through this video with us. We had so many favorites this month, and you probably do too because there's been a lot of new launches, so let us know what you've been loving down below.